Hello everybody and welcome back to another Starcraft II video by Konungr. So, I know it has been a couple of days, so I figured I'd just update on what's been going on. So, first, I spent a good about 48 hours in total looking at new components for my new computer build, which is going to be happening here in about a month or two, as soon as I get my army bonus. Currently, I'm in a bit of a toss-up between Intel and AMD. I've always used Intel, though I do know that AMD you can get twice the processing power for the same price. So it kind of goes between, though the current two chips that I'm looking at are the Intel i5 4670K and the AMD FX 8350. Now, I've got the same build going on for both of them. The only difference is the CPU and the motherboard. Everything else is the same. So let's go ahead and this is just a CPU boss you can compare. Right now I am currently leaning a little bit more towards the Intel card, though I'm still kind of open to various things. I do like the AMD card as well. The only problem is a lot of the AMD's performance relies on overclocking it from everything I've seen. Other than that, though, it's about a $1,200 build that I'm looking at. So let's see. This is the Intel build that I've got going on. I just went to PC part picker. So $1,200. We've got the Intel i5 4670K 3.4 GHz quad-core processor, Cooler Master Hyper 212 Evo for the CPU cooler. We've got the Asus Z87 Plus ATX LGA 1150 socket motherboard. We've got 16 gigabytes worth of DDR3 2400 RAM from G-Skill. We're going to put in a 120 gig solid state to run the OS and all the programs. We're going to use just a regular 3 terabyte Seagate platter drive. We're going to go with the Radeon R9 270X. We're going to go with the Asus version. Might as well keep everything. Whatever we can, we'll keep Asus. We're going to use the next Phantom case, which I kind of like. So far it's pretty nice. I was looking for something that was black and green to keep with my Razor theme I've got going on, so that was a nice case that I found. We're just going to use a Rosewool Capstone 650 watt 80 plus gold certified power supply and just a regular Asus DVD read and writer for our drive. So let's go ahead and close all this up. And next what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go into the game. Now, it has been a couple days since I played. I kind of let some bonus pool accumulate. Wasn't really intending to let the bonus pool accumulate. I just didn't really feel like playing any games the past few nights. Trying to been catching up on sleep because I did Friday. I went out with my old work partner, and he actually has a PS4. Well, back about 2 months ago, I pre-ordered Infamous Second Son, which is the third Infamous game for the PlayStation 4 limited edition, and it's been burning a hole in my glove box in my car for almost 2 months now since I got it. So I finally got the chance to go over there Friday. I got to his house about 8:30. We had a couple of beers. I started the download of the game. I started playing it about 10 o'clock, and I did not stop playing it until 7 a.m. the next morning, Saturday morning. I didn't go to bed till 8:30, but I did beat it. I played the evil side, the infamous side of the game, and I beat it in 9 hours flat. I still have a couple of things that I'd like to go back in and do once I do have the chance to go back over there. So that's kind of what I was trying to recover sleep-wise from pulling the all-nighter and the drinking, because we split a 12-pack of Shock Top and had quite a few mimosas and whatnot. So anyways, came back into the game tonight and started playing a couple more. I only played about 4 games tonight, 3-1. I did lose to one fairly early timing attack versus Protoss. The first one, ZVT 1. Second one, ZvP 1. The third one, ZvP timing attack. He got me, and then the fourth one, ZvP, and I won that one as well. Both of these guys did a similar thing, though. This first ZvP that I played, I did have a little bit of a better strategy on. I may upload the other one as well, because I think it's kind of funny, his reaction to what I did. But we're going to go ahead and get into this one. Okay, so of course setting our cameras, going ahead and setting everything up. We send our overlord down, we go ahead and send our second overlord to our natural and start droning up. Continue to get our drones, go ahead and send out our probing drone, and of course because it is Protoss we are going to do a 13 pool just to ward off any cannon rushes. We also go ahead and send down a probe or a drone to go ahead and try to kill off this probe. Chase it away. We go ahead and start up that, and we do see that he is, I think it was Gateway first. That's what I saw. Pretty sure it was Gateway first. It might have been Forge first. Anyways, so okay, yeah, it was Forge first. But anyways, we go ahead and we continue to drone up. Well, we get to our first full base saturation, we go ahead and get our Roach Warren down, and then we start working on our 3 extra overlords while we're just making money, getting ready to build our 8 roaches for our defense / aggression. Now today it is going to be a little bit more of a defense mechanism, because we do see that he's already walled off with that cannon and everything, so we're not going to push in. We don't want to waste our roaches, which it's lucky that I did, because I'm sure we're going to have something happening here soon. We're just getting our good overlord spread, setting up for our end game. We go ahead and get down to both of our Evo chambers. We're going to start our Hydra Den here in a moment, and we do notice he comes in, so we come in, we attack that real quick, get rid of that Stalker that was trying to kill our overlords, and we come in and we do see that he has pushed in, and he had a good about, I don't know, 10 Stalkers or so. So we go ahead and retreat back. We cancel our third base, that way we're not losing any money. We do notice that he was going to do this, so we go to pop up here. And we're not using Lings right now, so we don't even worry about remaking that. We did have to get out a few extra roaches, or queens, so we're now running at 4 queens. And he's got Dark Templars out, so we're constantly getting that. Luckily we did get that Overseer out pretty quickly. We're just going to slow this down for just a moment. Actually, hold on 1 second. Actually, here. We're going to pause this. Girlfriend's going to bed. Okay. Sorry. Had to tell her goodnight. Okay, so we do get our Hydralisk out, and we go ahead and keep that Overseer up, and we start clearing out those Dark Templars, and we're also going to clear out all of his proxy pylons. So we go ahead and do that, and let's go ahead and speed this back up a little bit. We start working on 1-1 for our ground units, and we go ahead and go back to picking up our third for our natural. And unfortunately, during the course of the fight, we did lose a little bit of inject time. And because of how much the fight, how long it took or whatnot, we're also going to go ahead and double expand, since we have quite a bit of resources that we have to, minerals that we have to kill off. So we're going to go ahead and double expand, and we're also just going to go ahead and we're first going to fill up those gas, that way we can start to balance that out. Now we do chase this guy around, he does come in, pop around, and as we do that we also notice that he has some Dark Templar over here, which we're going to clear out. Luckily we have our Overseer, so we got clear that out, and we're going to go ahead and drone up here in just a moment. We're also working on +1 attack, and we go ahead and spend all the gas we can on some Mutalisks for harassment. Especially since Dark Templar can't do anything to mute us. We go ahead and fill up our first, second, and third. Unfortunately, one of our queens wandered away, and we do see that he sends in that Phoenix, so we go ahead and clear that out, and we start working on 2-2 for everything, as well as our speed for, I believe that's Roaches. Nope, that's for Hydralisks. So we're just going to keep poking in and around his base, trying to get him to do a little bit, while we are also droning up for our 5th base gas. And we're going to use our Mutalist to go ahead and knock down those rocks in our 5th base. That way he only has one avenue of approach. And we're going to continue to drone. Well, not drone up, but we're going to continue to max out on our army. We're also working on Hive so we can get 3-3 as soon as our 2-2 is done. And we're going to go ahead and get another couple of Overseers, that way just in case when he pulls in. And he does push in, he has those 5 Archons, which had I been using heavy Mutalisks, that would have hurt a lot more than it did. He did clear out one of my bases worth of drones, but that's quite alright. We have a considerable economy already, and we're just going to go ahead and push in and try to do a little bit of damage. We're going to use these Roaches just to kind of make a good sandwich here. We're going to push in there, and he's going to warp in around us, and then we're going to use our Hydralisk to come around the backside. So we have a good surround, and that's GG. So all in all, a good game. Wasn't my best game. I did let my economy get away from me there, especially during the early aggression when I should have been taking my 3rd. But nothing too big. Now, let's see. Match history. So like I said, win-win, loss-win. So pretty good day today, 3-1. Since we've been using this early Roach build for defense and aggression, we've been doing a lot better. Our current win percentage is 61%. Of course, Terran is at the highest. We have 81%. We have 26-6 versus Terran. Versus Protoss, we have 18-14. And on Zerg, we're a little behind on Zerg. We are 13-17. I haven't really played a lot of Zerg games since I switched to this new build, so it's a little bit more difficult. And I did have quite a bit of a loss streak last Wednesday, I believe it was. But all in all, doing kind of better. I'm hoping to try to push Platinum by the end of this season. I think that's doable. I'm currently rank 4 in my Gold League, and I think one more win will put me in first place. Let's see. Okay, so one more win will put us in second, and then we have a couple more wins to get up to first place. But I have a feeling if I continue at the rate I'm going, I should be able to push Platinum before the end of the season. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.